Okay, here's a recap. A few years ago, we bought an acre of land in a jungle eco-village in Costa Rica, planning to build a home here. After many adventures in our schoolie, we drove it down to Costa Rica and parked it permanently on our land. Over the past 3 years, the jungle has almost destroyed the bus. However, in the next few months, I'm restoring it, renovating the interior into bedrooms, and eventually parking it inside our new house as it's being built. Last year, we repositioned the bus after emptying our belongings from it and decided to purchase a shipping container to keep everything safe from the elements. Eventually, it will become my workshop. Just before leaving, I rushed to remove the rust, repaint the interior, and store everything inside. Now, after nearly a year away, we're back to check on the container and the bus to see how they've held up against the jungle, the weather, and hopefully there's no unexpected surprises. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Costa Rica, baby. We got in a few days ago, we've just been settling, but finally I'm gonna start tackling this huge overgrowth on our lot. If you tuned in last year to see how we left it, put this container in place, we filled it with all of our belongings, locked it up, and we parked the bus in the middle of the lot, but it was just all barren land, like just earth and soil when we left. And over rainy season, there's been a huge amount of growth. Literally, you can't even see the container. It's like almost completely buried. There's ivy growing up it. The bus is barely visible. And my challenge over the next couple of days, we'll see how much we can get done today, but is to weed whack this entire area, get better access to the container, see what we're dealing with the bus, because it's just been in the jungle for like 8 months. And then also at the top of the lot where we're planning to build, I want to trim it back ready to start planning and mapping out where the house is going to be and stuff like that. So I've got my weed whacker, heavy duty strimmer ready with a metal blade. This is going to be tough work. This area here doesn't actually need to be cleared for any particular reason. I've got access to the container now, so the doors can open. Next priority is actually clearing entry into the bus because I need to assess the damage and rust. I also left a bunch of scrap wood and stuff out the front here, so I need to figure out what to do with that. We were in a bit of a rush when we left last year. Okay, big question is there a family of monkeys living in the bus? Or worse, a family of snakes? Okay, are there tons of ants in here? No. Have termites eaten all of my wood? No. Pretty good. No signs of... That's a goner. No signs of catastrophic... Ooh, oh dear. The ceiling looks very mouldy. Have to give that a thorough clean. Oh yeah, I forgot we had a fridge. Okay, fridge looks right. What is that? Just saw something moving quite fast. A little lizard. Holy moly's. Kind of amazing all this electrics have lasted. Yeah, we're going to need to do a thorough clean, I think. So it's animal free from what I can see, mostly. But I think the lack of ventilation has definitely caused things to go mouldier than last time because we had a fan going on and a timer. So I have to sort that out, I think. Literally look at the size of this massive tree that's just grown. All right, let's go and check out our lot from the top where we're gonna trim back. Oh, it's looking a lot better. I've just driven up to the top of the lot. This is the rough area behind me that we're going to be building on. I need to trim this down and measure out from the boundaries. I did this at the end of our last trip, but I kind of need to do it again a bit more accurately. And then I want to basically like fence out with some caution tape kind of how big the space is going to be. The building is going to be 12 by 12 meters roughly. Then the roof's going to hang out even more than that. I have done as best I can with the time I have today. I'm pretty glad because I've managed to trim basically the entire area we're planning to build. The house is going to be going further out this way, so we're going to have to build up with some more boulders and earth and stuff. And it might be going that way, but it's looking good. It's looking good. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Right, got the dehumidifier running. It is warm in here, but guys, everything looks dry. Look at that, guys. This is just out, no mold, not even the tiniest inkling of mold. Guys, absolute success. Right, I'm back at the place we're staying, and I wanted to show you some clips that I've recorded throughout the year we've been away. The night we left Costa Rica, I rigged up a security camera because our bus was broken into. I didn't want the container to be broken into, so I chained the doors, set up a security camera, hooked into our friend Sia and Kristen's Wi-Fi, and it was powered off the solar panels on the bus. So throughout the year, I've been recording little clips, and it was also motion triggered. So I want to show you some really cool things I captured, and also show you the land as it flourished and things grew throughout rainy season. So I'm going to start in April last year. First thing that triggered the security camera was a little iguana down here. This is the rain, you can hear the heavy rain, and it was cool being able to get these updates whilst we were in the UK. Okay, this is in May, another iguana walking across the front of the camera. Okay, check this out, this is the best clip. This is a Costa Rican wild cat called an ocelot. This is a jungle cat. This is a wild jungle cat. That is a domestic cat, that isn't a pamper. These are cool, check these out. So this is in June, and we saw, look at these. There's 3, they're like little, I don't know what those are. Those little foxes, I'm trying to see their faces. If anyone knows what animals these are, let me know, but could be little grey foxes or something else. Okay, we had left some boulders on our neighbour's lot, so I got a digger to come in and move some boulders, so we captured some of that on the security camera. Then unfortunately, July and August, we had a power cut, and I was really worried that it would be ruining the inside of the container, but thankfully I got this geezer in to fix the electricity. He did some repairing of some cables or something. He rigged up the dehumidifier and fan again, so that's them checking it out. But you can see the amount of growth that happened from July and August. So that's the grass in end of June, and that is the beginning of September, so tons of grass. So yeah, I don't think there's any more exciting clips. And again, at this point, I actually turned off the motion trigger, so I didn't capture anything else. But anyway, there's a little snippet of our container throughout the year. I'm gonna rig up the camera better this time around. But yeah, I'm excited to capture some more wildlife. I have snuck out the house to try and build this storage shelf unit in the container. I think I can do it pretty quietly. Really, we shouldn't be working at night in Alegria, especially with no noisy power tools or anything, but I think I can just quietly build it by hand, and then I want to stack all the boxes that we have all our stuff in, and then another day we'll start labeling and sorting through those boxes. But tonight, the dream would be in the next hour or so, I can just build the shelving unit and then, yeah, stack all the boxes and start going through our stuff. That'd be amazing. That is the goal. Yeah, I think it should fit along here. I'm hoping it doesn't take a really long time to construct, to assemble. I'm trying to follow the manual of how to construct this, and it's not super understandable, but let's give it a go. Everything is so loud as well. Right, the unit is built. Probably took me a good hour and a half, if not more. I'm gonna now try and put some boxes. Maybe I'm gonna start at the top and then work my way down. Shelving unit complete. It is not even 10 PM yet, that's fantastic. Despite having all this, look how crazy full the rest of the container is. I've got like 4 of these big outdoor kind of storage bins. Obviously a lot of this stuff will be moved out once we have a property to move it into, because long term this is going to be my workshop for making things and fixing things and inventions and stuff. Very much longing for that day, but I'll end up putting a big workbench and maybe some machines and stuff. That'd be amazing. But right now it's definitely a storage unit. I have driven back down to the container. On our way back today from San Jose, I bought another storage shelf unit, and a bunch more storage boxes because I want to consolidate some of the stuff I have in all of the huge storage boxes into the smaller boxes so I can find things more easily and create some space in the container because it's just so jammed right now. That is the goal of tonight. Okay, right. This is where I got to last time. Still a lot of big boxes back here. Maybe I can shift this up this way a bit and then, I don't know, I'm gonna have to be shuffling things around for a bit in here. So I've moved this whole shelving unit across. I've cleared all of the stuff out of this big storage box and I've just kind of scattered it over this side of the container. It's a big game of Jenga basically. I might need to now move this outside of the container, put in the new shelving unit here, build it. It's gonna take like an hour and a half. And then I've got loads of new boxes like this. I'm gonna start boxing up all of this to free this side of the container. And then when Raya's here, we'll start going through all the boxes and labeling them properly so we know where all our stuff is. Maybe we'll do some kind of catalog on a spreadsheet or something, that'd be great. All right, let's get cracking. I need to somehow figure out how to get this out. There we go. Okay, this is crazy. The reason I'm doing this at night is firstly the heat is crazy in the day and also it means Raya doesn't need my help with Neo. I don't want to be away from Neo for hours if unnecessarily as well, so this is kind of the perfect time. Bad thing is bugs and stuff, which I've overall managed to keep out of the container, are going to be attracted to the light, so I can't keep the doors open for too long. But let's see if we can get this big storage box out. I think we got it out. Just about. Ants have made some kind of nest on the inside of the door here, look. They're doing something. Let's get them out of here. Wait guys, I'm sorry, you're just not welcome here. You are just not welcome. That's good. Okay, here we go. What is the plan? What is the freaking plan? He's emptied these big bins at the back. It would have been the very boring time lapse, but I've basically been just moving things into these smaller boxes ready to stack, putting everything this corner. I've managed to stack up all of these bigger bins, which I'm sure I'll use at some point, but I'm gonna bring in the other storage shelf unit, assemble it, and then start stacking these in there. And that is what my goal was for tonight, and we are on course. It's 10 past 10. I'm gonna have to be as quiet as possible because there are neighbours. Don't want to be like banging and clanging. Let's load it up. Looking so good now. Okay, that concludes night number 2 of working in the container. We now have 24 boxes stored. Oh, I feel great. That's huge. Yeah, it's just crazy how much stuff we accumulated in the bus and in LA that we managed to pack into the bus and bring down here. It's kind of amazing. Right, I'm gonna head back to the house, get some sleep. Okay, I'm in the bus. When we left last year, we did leave it pretty kind of tidied up, but then I put some things back in like the cooker, the fridge freezer, just some random bits and bobs, which I'm gonna try and clear out today to get a better idea of what I need to do. One thing I do definitely need to do is clean up all the surface mold on the ceiling and potentially anywhere else because there's been no ventilation in the bus. So that is what I am gonna aim to do today. Clear everything out and then probably start scrubbing the mold off the ceilings and start making a checklist of what are all the things I need to do on the bus to get it ready once it's moved into position to be our bedrooms. Later on in the video, I'm going to show you the plans and the layout that we want to do in here. So that involves kind of like building a wall partition, obviously flooring it all, getting it all ready to live in, and starting to position where the beds and storage units and stuff are. So I need to crack on. I need to start moving some of this stuff out of here. I think that fridge freezer is pretty heavy. This is so awkward to lift. I think once it's out of here, I can stand up straight. Whoa, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. I do not want to give myself a hernia again. Okay, say that was the biggest challenge. It's all easier from here on out. Man, in this heat, everything feels like at least 4 times harder. Probably the best time of day would be like 6 a.m. to work, but I'm not a morning person, so that ain't gonna happen. I think another big thing I need to figure out is making a big pile of rubbish. A lot of the stuff I took out the bus has kind of just been left to rot in a pile. And I don't know, I was in such a rush, I didn't really think it through, but there really is going to be a big pile of stuff. We need like a skip or a van to come and collect. So I'm going to try and organise that in the next couple of weeks, that'll be good. I think for starters, I'm just going to open all the windows and get some ventilation. And then what I think I'm going to do is clear a little space outside to put all the rubbish, because there's a lot of stuff in here that I can just throw. Then I can make a big heap of garbage and waste stuff that I don't need. Bring the rest of it to the container and then start cleaning. Man, I just slammed on my head so hard. To save you guys the boredom of watching a time lapse of me carrying things to the container, I'm just going to clap my hands. It's going to be clear. Right, you see that? That is where we're at. Pretty clear. So I'll show you later, but basically we'll have a wall divider like here. That will be our bedroom, and this will be Neo's bedroom, future kid's bedroom. Oh man. Right, I'm going to stop for some lunch because I'm kind of run out of energy. They also might need to refill my bottle because I'm completely out. Yesterday we got some pizza. We bought way too much pizza. So I just got some of the leftovers and brought them here for lunch. Wow, my shirt is completely soaked. Wow, that's all sweat. That is mental. If I could wring that out, I could. My plan is, after I've eaten, is continue clearing the last little few bits out. And then I'm going to get my industrial vacuum cleaner that I bought and give this a really good hoover through. And then, then I need to start tackling this mold, see how deep it is. I'm hoping it's just surface on here, but I hope I don't have to start like pulling all the battening off. I do think I'm probably going to need a proper mask if I'm going to start scrubbing the mold in here. I don't want to be inhaling this. I'm going to try some of this mildew destroyer. I think it's basically bleach. I tried a little bit here just now and it seems to be getting rid of it. So let me try a bit more of this and then I might scrub a little bit, but I don't want to go deep cleaning yet. I think I'm just gonna prep and get stuff ready, and then I'm gonna start piling all the rubbish out the front of the bus and just clearing the front of the bus today just to get everything ready and kind of assess the damage and how much I need to clear up and stuff. But yeah, let's try some of this. Yeah, I'm just going to do a little bit now just to see if this is the move, but let's just see if it wipes off. I'm kind of curious whether we can just wipe some of this off without scrubbing. Okay. Oh yeah, baby. Oh wow, that is fantastic. Yeah. Oh yeah, it just wipes off. Obviously I'm going to do a few sprays of this, but that works well. Right, I'm going to pause on the mould removal. It seems to be working, but I'm going to wait, like I said, until I've got all my protective gear. Right, I'm going to do a bit more vacuum cleaning, tidying up this last few bits, and then we're onto the front of the bus, getting all that stuff done. Right, as I throw away some of this stuff from outside, I might salvage some of the bolts, screws, hinges, stuff like that. It's 3 o'clock, I've got 1 more hour, and in this next hour I am going to tackle this huge, crazy mash up in front of the bus. So, started this pile here, I trimmed this back, and now idea is, I just want to strim all of this and start throwing all of this rubbish. Maybe I can salvage a few little bits, but the vast majority of it is getting chucked out. biggest spider I've ever seen. Absolutely humongous. Ready? Look at that. What even is that? Hey, look at the size of that spider. Oi, why is it raining? No, I don't want it to be raining right now. What the heck? Mid-dry season, it's raining. Ooh, finding more cool creatures. Check out this centipede. Yeah, I think that's a centipede or a millipede. Bro, let me get you somewhere safe. Look at these bad boys. They're like spiders crossed with scorpions. Bro, this is arachnid heaven right now. I'm gonna carry on a little bit in the rain. I've only got 30 more minutes till I was gonna leave anyway, but it's actually pretty heavy rain. Oh, it's too heavy, it's too heavy. Getting soaked. Oh man. I didn't think there was even a possibility that I was gonna get rained off today. Very annoying. This is basically as far as I could get. I wanted to get everything cleared from the side of the bus, but the rain is not going to let me. Yeah, so I'm going to head back now, and this is going to have to wait a few days until I can finish this. But I at least know the cleaning products I need. I need a full mask for scrubbing all the mold, and yeah, I'm excited to get this done. Definitely needs a few more hours outside the bus, just clearing the area and assessing. Honestly, I don't think there's a ton of rust that needs removing. I think it's just like repainting. As I mentioned at the beginning of the vlog, I am going to show you the plans so far for the interior of the bus. Now, these are just rough plans. We really haven't locked anything in. We haven't decided on the exact size of bed, what cot we're going to get for the new baby, the size of the wardrobes, exactly their positioning, but I'll show you what we've planned so far. So I have this software I downloaded where you can plan out your van build or schoolie build. Yeah, check this out. So currently we have the door here. It's a bit glitchy, but there is a door at the back here as well. But we're basically gonna like block that off and just lock it and not use that, because then we can butt our bed right up to the back. We don't have to worry about using that as access. Now instead, I'm going to install, hopefully, a door here. So that's a huge project. It's probably the biggest project. I'm going to have to like pull out a window, cut through the bus, add a frame, hinges, maybe custom build a door or buy something. And then that is going to be our bedroom, mine and Ryan's bedroom right at the back. And we're going to build a partition here and another door. So this will be sealed, separate bedroom from the rest of the bus. And then there'll be mine and Raya's wardrobes, although probably mostly Raya's clothes, because I don't really have many, especially out here. I literally just wear, some days I just wear shorts, and then other days I just wear tank top and shorts. So I'm not gonna have any clothes out here. Let me see if we switch to 2D. You can kind of see, so we're gonna have a bed, hopefully king size, and then either we'll have like a little cot for the baby beside the bed, or we'll move this and have it at the bottom of the bed. We need to figure out little bedside table situations for charging phones and stuff, but it's going to be something along the lines of this. Also, ignore these kind of textures. This will be nice laminate flooring, and then this will be Neo's room. And this also is just random furniture I found in the library on this app, but there'll be toys, a little play table and stuff like that, and just more of a kid's bedroom set up. But something like this, yeah, that's kind of it so far. And the big thing is that we don't have to build the furniture to withstand being able to drive around. Most times you build out a van or a schoolie, you're having to custom build everything and have it fixed in place so it can withstand driving around and not falling over. But because this is going to be stationary, we can kind of move everything into position without having to screw it down and bolt it down. We could just get normal bed frames in, normal wardrobe, potentially depending on the height. So I'm not too worried about the time it's going to take to kind of put furniture in. It's more kind of just, well, building the partition, putting the extra door in, and just getting it lovely and clean and like a nice empty shell ready, but with nice finishes and everything. I guess we need to run the electrics, figure out where we want lights, power, sockets and stuff like that. But I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's gonna be a fun project to do, and actually something I can do whilst we're waiting for the house to be built, even when it is being built, there's gonna be like some pretty advanced stuff that I can't really do, like pouring foundations and stuff. So I do want to hang out with the builders and learn what I can, but it's not in my skill set, or probably not legal for me to be doing too much on a house build. Although I am going to do as much as I'm allowed to do. Anyway, so there we go. That is the current plan. I would love any suggestions below of things that you would do differently or ideas you have. I'm very excited to get cracking on this. Obviously in this vlog, didn't get a ton of stuff done, but Raya's parents are about to arrive, which is going to free up a lot of my time to crack on with getting the bus done. And then if I have time on this trip, I also want to continue doing the outside of the container, getting the rust off, repainting the outside, but the bus is the priority. So we're going to be cracking on, and yeah, the biggest thing, like I said, is going to be installing this side door. It's going to be big. If you've enjoyed this video, if you're excited to see the rest of this project, please hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.